Oh, hello there. Ugh, I'm all blurry. Fix you in a second. Let's make sure all this is happy. And it is. Alright, you. Fall over? Yep, fall over. Cool, cool, cool. Unplug, replug. There we go. Oop. Nope. There we are. All right. This at this that. Just a little behind today. Everything's squared away. All right. This is not. That's the tutorial. We don't need to be in there right now. This database going. Pardon me. And launch the server. Launch a client. All right. So we're here. We got a couple things we need to do. Everything seems to be working. Fortunately, I left myself a to-do list here. Plug that in. Get her charged up. Oh, that's like so. Okay, so we need to get this box scrolling. Let's do that first. We're gonna address these two first, actually, because that's gonna facilitate our further testing. Oh gosh. Let's see, Flutter auto or auto scroll to end. Let's see. Okay, there's one. Talking about shrink wrapping a list view. What is a shrink wrap? Ooh, okay. Set state schedule binding. Instance add poster and callback. So we need a scroll controller. All right. I guess we can do that. I already had that. So, sure, we can be final. And then here in our, this has a custom scroll view. But I think we can still do, oh. Do you have, oh. Scroll controller, yes. Why? Oh, I put you up here. Where did they put you in this example? Yeah, they put you in here. Okay. Yeah, we're good. I just need to put it in the right place. We don't need it to live in the full, in the stateful part. Or the state part, I should say. Okay, so then when we do our set state, and then they've done scheduler binding instance dot add post frame callback. No arguments. Dot animate to dot position dot max scroll extent. For this, they've done a 300 millisecond scroll, and they've done an ease out curve. Let's fix that up. Let's fix that up. That. This should be a comma. No. That. That's what I'm missing, I think. That should still be there. What am I missing? Make more sense. Okay. That goes there. That closes that. This should be here. That's my if. That's what's I'm missing a comma or a paren. There we go. Okay. So theoretically, if we keep looking, well, that ain't working at all. Let's print that. That should still get called even if we don't need to scroll. I wonder if this is because why does it not scroll? Oh, you know what? We know that printing doesn't work in here, possibly because wait, no, it should work in here. No, because this gets split off. Hmm. End of list view. Let's say we can do it without animation too. Ah, shrink wrap just makes it only take the space it needs instead of filling all the available space. Okay, we don't want that. That's fine. Don't think it would be... We don't really care about animation here, I don't think, anyway. Oops, that's not the... Okay, this is awkward. I'm going to fix the bottom bar here first real quick if this doesn't work. Yeah, it's not scrolling still. Okay. Um, let's see about getting this other thing fixed real quick too, because... Or not state, focus. Okay, there's just a request focus. We should be able to do that real easy, hopefully. So in our on pressed, we do all this good stuff. We change the state. And we clear it, and then focus node. Huh. Where does this get defined then? Focus node. Input focus node. Focus node. Oops. Input focus node. Input focus. Oops. Request focus. Wait, did I do that right? Yes, I did. I did indeed. Okay. Give that a quick test. So I should be able to... Yes. Okay, so now we just need to fix the scroll that's not currently firing. I wonder if there's another place that we can hook into. Ah, okay. So we can do. Hang on. Double check this too. This is using a list view builder. Which isn't exactly what we want. This example, though, it's also a list view builder. I thought I saw another example. This one. So up in the build, we can try up here. Widgets binding instance dot add post frame callback, and we'll use our same callback up here. We'll just copy this, do that, take you out of there. Let's see if that'll. No. It's annoying. We definitely have. Role controller. Position max scroll extent. Try this in here though. Just in case it's not actually. Okay, so theoretically, it's getting called at least. I wonder if there's something to do with. Still uses a list view builder. Not quite what I want. Oh. Oh, wait. Let's see here. That's not helpful. I guess we could try min, but that. Let's see here. These are all using a list view builder. I don't know exactly what the difference is. Appropriate for list use a larger infinite number of children because the builder is called only for those children that are actually visible. Okay, so we should be using that anyway. Swap that to a builder. And then we need... Where are you? Item builder. Instead of children. No. In here. 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 No. Does this need that? Ah, it does. Okay. Okay, so... Got this container. And they've only got one child here. It has a... This is our... output lines length. Wow, I cannot type today. What else is new? And then instead of this, they're doing text, and then this would be widget dot output lines dot not dot, but at index of index instead of that. What are you mad about? You expect a semicolon at the end of the builder, but a comma there. Okay. And this is an unnecessary container. Can we just return a text from this, I guess? It would seem so. Okay, cool. Our scrolling still isn't working correctly. What's going on here? Uh-oh, something fell over. Was it Twitch? No? Weird. Restream sent me a message, but everything else is still running. Yeah, that's running. Okay then, whatever, Restream. Okay, oh, I'm an idiot. Put that in text form. Are you... You're just called controller. Okay. Once again, the problem is in the chair, not in the computer. Yes, okay. Perfect, okay. Now, let's do a commit for that. Both of those are fixed. Okay, we're just looking at... So it cleared the messages, but the state of the game is still correct. Just testing that. So we're going to add here, say fix, or rather input text field. Oops. Make input text field request focus on submit. Scroll output pane to end on update. Which isn't necessarily completely what we want. what we're eventually going to want, and we're going to add card for. We'll do this later though. We're just going to say only scroll output window if we are already at the end. If we are scrolled up, do nothing. For right now, the output, we're just going to let it continue to grow infinitely. Eventually, we will need to limit that in some way, shape, or form. I think. I don't know that I want to mess with that right now, though. I guess we could just do it. Let's just do it. We'll do const max history. It's not really lines because these are all widgets. Let's just do widget count. And we'll say 100. And then we'll do up here when we do this. When we add you, that needs to be in my commas. There we go. Or parens. Can we do just start allow us to remove the first element? That's a list queue. We don't want that. Or maybe we do. Let's see. Shush. Okay, I don't want to do that. It might just be that we reslice it, but this is useless. Hello to you, Mr. Ace Master. I don't want to... What I really think I just want to do. From... That's what I actually want to do. I can't do that. I can't do that because you're final. Interesting. We might need to do something different here. We might need to make this a queue. Is there a way for me to... sublist? I'm Ace. Keep going. We'll talk to you later on Discord. Okay. Are you in my... I don't know what... I don't... Your name doesn't ring a bell. Anywho. Turns into a list containing elements between start and end. Okay, but in order to do that, I can't make you final. Could make you a late instead. But then that, yeah. Makes that a little bit tricky. But I can't assign to it. So let's take a look at Q. Let's convert you. Need to import collection for that. Okay. Wait, no. How do I... That? There we go. Now, instead of doing that, I can do that in theory. But I can't go into the index at that. I need a queue list is what I actually need. Okay. No. Where is queue list of implements queue? I wonder if that's made from a list. Maybe that's what they're. Yeah, it should exist. Let's see, who are you? Dart Archive. I don't know what that is. I wonder if they took that out or something. That's a list queue now. Can I do... Okay, hang on. Can I just do a queue, but then instead of doing this, I can do... where did you just go? Element at. Okay, I can do that already with just a regular queue. Yeah. We need to make you like 2 temporarily. That's not... I wonder if it's just because they are in there? Let's see. All right, we can't print in there. I don't know if I can do this in here. Okay, it looks like I can. So there's our 2 elements. We should do... Well, 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three. 4, 5, 6. So yeah, it's not working. For sure. Okay, the answer is why not? um, let's restart. Just in case it's holding on to stuff. Ah, okay. Yeah. Kind of. It's killing more than I want now. That's odd. Take you up to 3 really quick. Huh. Almost like we can't do that in here for some reason. Could do it here though. Yeah, okay. Oh, you know what? Bet you it's because these guys are coming in as theoretically this should be 1. That's 3. So yeah, it's not quite working correctly. Put that back to 3 for a second. We removed you before we added you. We're up 3 right now, right? Yes. So Is there a better way? Q. What am I doing wrong here? Do I need to explicitly throw that away, or no? I could do that, I suppose, and get an idea. Okay, so that's being called. Oh, duh. That gets called each time we iterate. That's why I was deleting too many things there. But why up here? Or to debug, I think. Probably in here. So you could put it in our widget binding post frame, but it seems silly. Okay, so our message is our entry message. And then let's add in here a little bit. Add a watch for that. And we'll do another. One more. Output lines is 3. Our output length should now be 2. Length is 3. So we remove the first. Oh, it doesn't shift the queue. Still in there. Okay, this might not be the right answer either then. Starts with everything null. Get out of there. This is the one that should remove it. We add that in. That shouldn't be. Wonder if. Ah, okay. Item count. Oops, I'm in the wrong widget again. Item count should be the length. See, that doesn't really help me. Well, that pretty much tells me to do exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so this isn't really going to work, is basically what this is telling me. Let's roll this back. Rid of that really quick. And we'll switch this back to the normal sort of notation there. So we just need to then have a better method for clearing the items out of there anyway. I guess this doesn't have to be up here. Could be down here. I don't remember if there was something that this broke or not, though. Still not exactly 100% clear on when things need to be in here versus up in the state itself. Stateful widget. But if this is kosher, we should still be able to do what we have been doing, at least. Seems okay. But then, because it's a late, here I can say, if you're longer than you should ought to be, and then what was the... Okay, close that window. Hang on. It was like sublist or something. Ah, it's slice. Wait. Supposed to be slice. No, it is sublist. And has omitted a default to link the list, so this should get us Not convinced that we don't need to restart that, though. There we go. Just for the heck of it, let's do that. That. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Perfect. Okay. And then let's undo that. Let's do... So we'd reslice the list every single time if we did that as soon as we hit our limit. And I'm thinking if we do something pretty large, like we're not super concerned about it, right? The widget should only be rendering the building and rendering the things that are visible. That's what the list view builder said. Oh, what do we got here? Oh yeah, you're immutable now. You can get back cons. That's fine. And then we'll do like 1,000 there. This becomes that. Let me double check. Where was it? Large or infinite number of children because the builder is called only for those children that are actually visible. Yeah. Okay. So that should be fine. So the only thing we're really doing is truncating a string list, right? So that is that done. So we'll do a commit here, add a max history count, call the oldest historical data as appropriate. That seems good enough for now. Nothing crazy is going on there. Okay, so now we need to fix up our style. So Um, we'll do that. Actually, do this in this order. We need to get this part nailed down first. And I need to go take a look at the Soiva. Client handler, when we do a goodbye on exit. We do an empty message on logout. Let's change this. This would actually be, let's do a character goodbye. So connection goodbye and a character goodbye. Let's make sure that didn't break any tests, and we'll start here. Just do this really quick to be sure. Okay, good. We'll double check that by running the full set. It shouldn't affect anything else, but it's possible. Some of the login, logout stuff might have got tested. No, okay, so we didn't test that before. Which probably maybe should, but you know. Something in my eyeball now. I'll make myself a bug for that. Server. Client handler. Make sure we test the logout and character logout response protocol / let's use the correct words. In a message, category and type. Add that to our list here. Okay, so that being done, we need to restart the server. Gonna cause us to need to restart that, but that's fine. Oops, wrong IDE. There we go. And then we need to do some stuff. You smaller real quick. Okay, we got a long enough. So, up here is where we check. And we need to do statey things. So type it's actually not type, it's actually we can do that. If, and then we can say if category is character. I want to get this right. a character, then it's a log out, right? Correct. We're gonna do the server is telling us we just logged out. If is connection, server is telling us we just exited. So what does that mean? That means in this case that don't I have a state in here? It's widget dot change stage. That's what I want. Change stage to dot character select. I don't even know if I need the return, but I'll put it in. And then this takes us back to login. Okay, so everything's wired up correctly. I come in here and I do log out, takes me back here. Takes me back here. Perfect. Perfection. Okay. One other thing we need to do. Only fires sometimes, so we're dropping something there. And that's part of our control flow issues. We just need to fix that up anyway. But that was much easier than I had feared. So let's go ahead. Actually, we'll do these in two. We'll say for the server, return. What's the scope of the change exactly? We just say, okay, so return change the protocol, right? I'll change both. Okay, yeah. Returning more useful status from character logout event. Let's not status, but type and category. And then the commit for the client change here on logout or exit change client state as appropriate. Okay, perfect. Up and done there. Okay. Done with that for now. That being said, now that we got that ability. We don't need this guy. One too many. We just need to get this tidied up. So that padding is our border for now. We're going to want a... oh, whatchamacallit, padding. How do I do? I think I just wrap you. Oh, it has a padding. It's even better. Awesome. Oops, edge insets dot symmetric, and we'll do. Actually, we'll do only. Will we? Nah. We'll do symmetric. Do start with 10. And 10 is pretty good. I'm reasonably happy with that. 4 rat meow. Okay. This guy. We probably need to wrap. Need to wrap you in padding, I think. You don't have. No. You we'll just start there again. Oh, no. No. Because that pushes you the whole widget down, or the stuff around the box down. Okay, so there's two things I want to think about here. There's a couple things I want to think about here. I want to not have a card here. Padding can stay. Okay. I want you. How do I give a column a background color? That's not the answer. I don't want the scaffold background color. Scaffold's a different critter. Use container. what I want. Yeah, container is the answer. Okay. And this actually needs to wrap everybody. And then this needs to be we can use the card color. Wait, that's what I want. Okay, so that would give me, you have no, you don't have padding. You do. Start with our trusty 1010. I don't think this is correct. Wait, no, I'm thinking again of, let's leave that. I'm thinking of margin. Okay, it's still not working then. Let's do this. Inspector. Is it my colors incorrect, or am I confused about my spacing? Adding my padding widget. I think. Container here. Column. Container. Column. So yeah, I think this is incorrect. Okay. Incorrect color. Just give me something. Some kind of color. Oh, okay. So that worked. That shows me the correct. Shows me a different. Okay, so I don't need the margin. That would be fine with me, as long as that is definitely not. Definitely not the card color. Um, what I really want is to better understand the theme. Theme playground. Okay. Okay. This is it's only for mobile themes. I guess we can just do a big tablet. That doesn't help me much. Small tablet will give me an idea at least. Primary color. Okay. Which doesn't give me that. Widget showcase. Here we go. Okay. I must be doing. Maybe I'm doing the theme code wrong here. That should be correct. Theme of context. Primary color. Is it? Am I dumb? No, because we knew that the. Oops. Red. Just make it red. Yes, works perfectly. So it's also not showing me. Okay, so context primary color. What else did we change something on? We changed the color in. We did it in the tutorial, but we did it in here somewhere too. We did it in the character select. Text theme, display medium. But we also did... It's a character select entry. Oh, do I need to do a material? Is that it instead? Instead of a container. How you like them apples? Still didn't change that. Oh, you know what? No. No. Not it. Oh, that changed it. That changed it. Why don't you change? It must be a different... It must be a different thing. Color scheme primary? Ah, okay. There we go. So this guy, color scheme, theme data, component colors. I don't know that I want it to be that color, but at least we got access to stuff. Primary container, on the other hand, that's not terrible. So if we were to then come back here and just say, for funsies, the point of using the theme, right? Up here, where did we initialize the it's up here. Theme data, seed color. So if we were to change this, let's just say, if we were to change it to green, then everything would change with it, which is desirable. That has not caught up yet, but that's fine. We'll let it be for a second. Okay. We put the padding. You are around this, but I think... If we put a padding around you, is that totally going to screw me over? Symmetric. We'll do our 1010 starting point that updated. Okay. So that pulls this in double, but that's because you exist. But if we make it so that you do not exist, then everybody gets indented the same or pulled in the same. Okay. But I don't necessarily... I also want to get rid of the whatchamadealio. I also want this to be a little bit tamer. Surface container. That's much nicer. The same as this though. How about surface container lowest? That's the same as the back. Low. It's all right for now, I guess. Or would rather have it be something a little bit more. I make you help a little bit. This is that's not you. It's not it. And that wasn't it either, I don't think. Yeah, it's just the back. Oop, that's very... Alright, container. I like it to be... Need you to redraw though. Okay, well. Take a look at that in a second. Our list is inset in there. That's correct. I think this needs to be only left and right can be 10. Top can be 10. Guess I did darken up a little bit. Makes it lighter. Go with that for now. I think it'll look a little bit better once we finish styling up this guy, this text field. Speaking of, and what do we do? This went around an inkwell. How do I style a This is kind of useful. Let's just put you in Flutter for now. The bookmark, that is. Here, okay. Style text form field. Okay. Decoration is what it's called. Input decoration. Joop. We do. Will that get rid of the line? It will. Perfect. And then we'll probably need label text. We don't need that. Here, filled and fill color. Oops. And let's see, we're talking canvas color here to make it the same. Yes, good. We can do prefix icon. That. I don't like that though. I like that more, I think. Gives us a little boop. Then we need a little space between. Things are starting to shape up. I'm still not in love with this background color though. Really like it to be a little more tamed. Let's see here. Can I do, while I'm here, while I'm thinking, can I change the elevation and give these guys like a drop shadow? Or do I just need to, that would kind of spruce things up just a little bit. Box decoration, which has a box shadow. For material doesn't have that. This does have a shadow color though, and elevation. Okay. Shadow color and say 1. Not sure that has actually changed anything. I make you, I don't know, 5. So let's also do here. Input decoration, do you have? I guess I would need to wrap you in a material as well. I guess I could do that. And then I'd be able to just do this same thing, like so. Oh, that did unexpected stuff. Okay, why would you do that? Why would that be? Would I put you here instead? No, that pushes you down to 2. Huh. That's really interesting. Why would that be? Oh, I did, that's on everything. Or that's on the, around everything. This... We already have a container here. We can do box decoration. Box shadow. Which is a box shadow. Color. Theme of the context. Shadow color. Didn't like that now, did you? Oh, this needs to be a list. Kind of list are you, though? You're a list of box shadow. Probably, yes. Okay, I cannot provide both a color and a decoration. Interesting, okay. Would I have to put color inside of here? Perhaps? Okay, yes. And then offset just inside of here. Offset They did 4 and 8. We can do that for our purposes just to see. Oh, okay. But we also need the blur radius that they did to make it a nice soft shadow. And this is probably like double what I want. Kind of snazzy. I don't know if I'll keep it, but it's interesting and educational, so we'll go with it for now. And then we would need to do if I wrap you in a container, do you become exceedingly unhappy about life? So far, so good. And we could grab all of our decoration from this container, put it here, take out the color, leave the rest. That's interesting that it becomes huge, though. I wonder if it's because... Don't know why that might be. Don't suppose we have box shadow in here, do we? No. Rid of that container again. See if I'm missing something here. Next form field with material widget edits properties. If I do that, it gets wonky. This might have a shadow, though. You're overlooking it. Containing classes input decoration. This is using a different... This is doing it at the theme data level. I don't want to do that. bet you it's because of the expanded here. Do I actually need to expand it here? Just see what happens. Then you get pushed off the screen. Okay. So that is important. Could also be if we just give this a little less. Oh no, then you do that. Okay. Put that back to where it was, or close to. And then I'm not really doing anything of real import, but it's educational and fun. Do we wrap the whole? That does push me out still. We put you only around the text form field. Also pushes me out. Huh. You know, I bet you that this is always being pushed out. It's just... No? Even making it significantly smaller. Back to 1, back to 8. Unless I... I break stuff kind of like I expected. Huh. Well, this was 9. It's not really the end of the world. Why aren't you going back to where you... What if we did... Let's take that. One of them. Doesn't really change the alignment of this. Like, this doesn't line up in the middle, which kind of annoys me, but... This is good enough for now. Okay, we got a couple things to tidy up. Okay, so that's okay for a first pass here on the game window. We're going to add other stuff to this as we go, but for now, that's perfectly okay. I need to sit down and really think about like how I want to do this in general, right? But we need to let's get this committed really quick. And basically just did cosmetic themey stuff. Clean up theming of game page a little. And we'll leave ourselves a to-do list here. Again. So we need to or just will square up borders on select characters screen to do square up buttons on select character screen. Cancel that. Oop, we gotta fix that. Server exception. What's up with that? Okay, well we need to do figure out why character select cancel button throws exception. I think we're using the wrong send you an exit. Yeah, we'll figure out why that is. But for now, we can go back in here and exit. And then we need to square up hard borders on login screen. Square up the sign in button border on login screen. I'm gonna go for like a squarey look and see how I like that, but we'll kind of play with that a little bit. To do square up the fields borders on the form field widget and square up the card borders on create new account screen. We'll probably pull this out as a widget. Borders on the create new account screen buttons. To do pull out a card widget. I think about that a little bit. It might not be worth it. Depends on how much effort it takes to theme them up. We'll do that. That will be the game plan for the next stream. But it's Monday, So that'll be for sure Friday, maybe sooner if I jump on, if I have some time. We'll see. If you like this kind of thing, swing back through. I'll do it again on Friday for sure at 8 p.m. Central Time. And I'd love to see you again. Thanks to everybody who swung through and hung out. Thanks for the chats. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. And if not, hey, have a great week anyway. We'll